Hello YouTube, welcome to Really Smoking channel. Today's project, Capicola. I have two Boston butts or pork shoulders, whatever you will call it. They boneless. We will cut out Copa muscles. We will put them in the salt. We will keep couple days. After that we will put with the spices and then we will keep couple months. Okay, let's get started. So I washed them. It was 2 pieces. Let's get it cut. As you see, I'm trying to get a form close to a muscle. It's a neck muscle for the pig. And then we will be spicing it up, possibly smoking, and that will be the Capicola. Let's trim it more. Let's try not to leave any hanging parts, as they will be not too good while it will be drying. It will allow air access to the inside of the meats. Okay, one part is done. Let's start with another one. What will be the next step? I will need to weigh them, and I will be using 4% salt depending on the weight of the Capicolas currently. Please don't forget, we need to lose about 35 to 40% on a weight. When I will prepare all of it, I will tell a little bit more about the process, but the idea is this. We put salt. Salt pushes the water out. At the same time, you could introduce some hot spices if you want to. Usual recipe is the pepper, but you can use pepper flakes if you like a little bit hot. You can use cayenne, you can use chipotle, but usually I put that on a second part when it physically hangs for the drying process. So for now, let's wait it. Let's add salt, and really the first step will be done. You can put them separately in the Ziploc bags. Usually I put together in a plastic container and I put in a fridge. See you soon. And I'm back. So, a strange part it is I will be using in grams, because to find 4% of amount in grams and kilograms is way easier. You just need to use simple formula than in ounces and pounds. So let's see what we have here. And 2 kilograms, 388 grams. Automatically I will multiply that on calculator, still on calculator, though you can go 23 grams, 24 grams times 4, and 92. Here it is. 92 grams of salt. That will be 4% of the volume of the meat. Let's add it, and let's go from there. Here is salt. Let's reset. Here it is. Now everything what I need to do is just to mix it well, to get evenly on the surface of the meat. Now again, this is 4%. I'm not doing the cover in salt situation. I'm watching the quantity of the salt, how much I'm eating it. So I will hold probably in that salt for 3-4 days really doesn't matter. It cannot get more saltier than 4%. But water which will form inside still will take some amount of salt with it. So in the end of result, probably it will be about 3.5% of the current weight of the meat. Don't forget, meat will be shrinking just because it will be drying up. So let's close it, let's put in a fridge, and let's see you later. Here we are again, back to the project. So 4 days passed, meat was in the fridge. I tried to flip it every morning, evening, but there was a small problem. There should have been extension of me adding pink salt, Instacure or Prague salt, whatever you call it, and I added some red crushed pepper for the spices. You know, technical difficulties. Idea with the Instacure, I do add it to any kind of dried meats. Anything what you're not thoroughly cooking should have that. It's a good thing. Please read about it. Again, it's Instacure or Prague salt, whatever you call it. So how it looks like? Let's take one piece and let's see. Oh. You see, it became a little bit firmer. It squeezed some water out. So what the next step? I will be putting meats under a pressure, under weight a little bit. Why? To squeeze more water out of it. It could take 12 to 24 hours, it's up to you. Don't do that longer. Again, meat will be in the fridge, so there is no danger. But after that, meat actually is cured. So you can hang it and you can dry it. We will go through that. How to put it under weight. I have a couple things here, just regular. You can use cutting board. There is no problem. As you see, I'm not washing it. I'm not doing anything else. I'm just putting the meat on. It already have some shape. It depends on you what you want to do. We can put it like that. Yeah, fits better. Or this one here. So we have meat. What the next step is? I'm taking exactly the same tray, or the same looking tray, and here it is. That's my press. Now, sorry, hands dirty. Now, what the next step would be? I usually use as simplest thing possible. That's it. If it's not hot enough, you can leave it even in a room temperature, nothing will happen. But I will put it in a fridge, and I'll see you probably in 12 hours. I don't think I need anything else. The water will accumulate on the bottom of the first tray, so watch out if you're putting on in a fridge that it would not leak. That's it for now. See you soon. And here we are. Meat was in spices for 4 days, salt, red pepper. After that, I put it under weights for another 24 hours to squeeze the liquids out. Of course, it is washed, pad dried. This time is pad dried because I want as much as possible drier surface. It is still a little bit wet to pick up spices. So what's the next procedure? We will be rolling all of that into the spice mix, covering with cloth and putting into net. And then we'll be hanging for another 2 months. To have easier, usually putting in the net is 2-person procedure, but if you don't have another person, or you can get some kind of a tool, it's a 4-inch PVC connector. You can stretch the net on top of it, and as you see, meat physically will fit and nicely, loosely will go into it. So let's get started. Now, spices, what we want. Again, I'm using my convenient trays. I just love them, not because of the looks, because of the convenience. You can cover the layer of spices, as you see. If you cover in one place a little bit more, in one place a little bit less, you can see that very easily, especially if color is different. That was pepper. Let's add some kick chipotle. Again, as some people say, just eyeball it as much as you think you want. Spice will not go into the meat so much as it will be layered chili for a little bit smokier flavor. It will not be getting inside of the meat, it will be outside. So when you will cut, you will get that outside source, our lovely cayenne. You will get that outside source, and then it will make that full effect of a flavor, because you still will be cutting not only from the inside, you will be cutting a little bit of the outside. So even if you will put a lot of it, it still will not a lot will go into the meat and into your flavoring. Let's get done. So physically, I just will roll the meat in, see, pushing it in. Try to cover as much as possible all these sides, all these cracks should be covered too. So you can just pick up the spices and put some salt, some other things. Again, I found a crack. The ends, definitely. Let's see, here it is again. I can re-roll it. So that's the step number one. What we will do next? Next we will roll into the cloth. One requirement, please use clean cloth. Roll it tight. Again, really it does not matter too much how tight it will be. The net will physically keep things together, but it's just easier to handle it. And the last step, push it from the bottom and gently accept passing through meat. You can just shake a couple times and it is stretching by itself. Net is stretching by itself, and here we are. One is packed. The next step will be, I just will hang with the butcher's twine and leave it hanging somewhere. Future Capicola number 2. One more thing to mention. Before hanging, I do weigh them. It's 1472 grams. It's way easier if you do that in grams. Why? because then you're multiplying that by 0.6, and that's the amount of grams which you need to have 40% loss on the product. So what I do next is take that label and actually put it on the string here. This way I'm not losing it, just with the packing tape. And it always will be here. Now this is my goal, not 0.88, 880. This is my goal for the weight, for the water loss. This one is 1282, which again I calculated before, comes out to 770. I have second tape ready. I can do any way I want to. So now I can just take and put it like this. And this one will be 770. And they will be just hanging. When I think that they're done, I will weigh them again. And I don't need to know the initial weight, I just need to know my goal. So really, that's it. Now it's just the weighting. It takes about 6 to 8 weeks. Nothing cannot be speed up. So see you soon. So this is the second part of the Capicola project. I'm cold smoking it. As you see, smoker is here. No heat, just the cold smoke generator, pump, and that's where our beautiful things are. I will not be smoking them for too long. Couple hours probably will be more than enough. What the smoke will do, it will preserve it a little bit more than regular holding just in a basement or somewhere else. Generator generates the smoke. Smoke penetrates, in this case, cloth. Cloth does not allow mold to grow. So it's a simple, not tricky procedure at all, but you need to have cold smoker for that. Though we will be talking a little bit more, please watch other videos. You can learn about cold smoke generator Mark V1. It's nice stainless steel unit. As you see, it's attached to the smoker and just goes. And here we have it. If you will look, you will see the peppers. Again, this will be on a spicy side, so watch out quantities. And let's see how it looks cut. I would say perfect. You see the fat layers, you see the meat layers, and everything should go very, very thin. Let's taste it. Perfect.